What's up, guys? Currently we are in Marianna, Florida, about to go check out the Florida Caverns State Park, and we got the excursion booked, so let's go ahead and do it. All right, guys, we just made it in.
Let's go see some caves.
You! All right, well, we made it to the gift shop. Got our ticket for $10.45. The building looks really cool and old looking. We got a museum upstairs.
It was forged from the caves.
The rocks do look really old, obviously, but yeah, perfect day out so far. It's like 80 degrees. So, and then we got a small walk to the caves itself, and they said it's about like an hour or 2 hour walk or so. It's like a 2-foot width and 4-foot height is like some of the holes that we have to walk through. So let's do it.
In front of me.
Holy.
No, you can always get out. What? Are y'all feeling okay inside here?
Yeah.
That's great. All right, if you stop being okay at any time for any reason, I can have you out in just a little more than 3 minutes.
Is there a time for later for like to take pictures and things like that after the tour?
No, it just goes straight through, so take them as you go.
Gotcha. Got it. Yep. Can do that.
So quiet.
Yeah. Are there any bats in here?
I have not seen any today.
Yeah, she framed that.
This is wild.
Well, up in the UP they have.
This was a vast, warm, shallow sea, and as marine animals died, their seashells and bones would sink to the bottom, got compacted with sand, and that's what created limestone. So eons ago, as Florida was emerging from the water, this was a big chunk of limestone. The Chipola River used to actually flow through here. It's the true architect of the cavern. Though over time it's gotten smaller and changed courses, it still runs through part of the park, but it doesn't run through any part of the cavern any longer. All right, to get to our next room, we have to go through the tuck and squeeze. That's 4 feet tall by 2.5 feet wide, but it's only for 2 or 3 steps.
Okay.
So watch your head, watch your step, and follow me.
That doesn't look like an opening, Jen. Jen?
What is this? The tuck and squeeze, I love it. Yeah. I got you, softy. The baby's like, what's going on?
Extend any further underwater?
Where did you take me?
Are you kidding me?
Permanently because Indians.
Got it. Okay.
Dang.
So this one's just above the water table then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, couldn't see. This room is called the wedding room, and it gets that name for a couple of reasons. One of them is because we actually host 2 or 3 weddings a year down here.
Really?
Whoa.
Yep, it's got to be something you really want to do, but some people want to do it, and we offer it. So
Aw, that's so sweet.
it's also called the wedding room because of this lovely wedding cake formation we have over here.
How cool.
And no wedding is complete without music, so behind that we have the pipe organ.
Nice.
Oh, I
But
love
our
that.
pipe organ is broken. It will only play one kind of music. Can anybody guess what kind of music that might be?
Hard rock.
Soft rock, if you're going to go that far. Yes, rock. Limestone is a soft rock.
I got it right, guys.
That's a good pun. That's a great
You
pun.
did. Gotta break you in with a dad joke.
I love it.
Alrighty, if you will look to the ceiling here, and you will see soda straws or dripstones. Those form hollowly until they're about a foot long, and then they seal up and they become stalactites. You
Ooh.
can remember that because they hang tightly to the ceiling. Underneath them are stalagmites. You might trip over one because they are on the ground. And then if you look over this way, when they join together in holy matrimony, we have a column.
Ooh.
Now, to give you guys an idea of the age of the formations you're looking at, geologists estimate they grow 1 cubic inch per 100 years.
Oh wow.
That's why it's so important we take care of our formations while we're inside the cave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now if y'all will look over to this side, you can see an example of cave draperies.
Wow.
These form when water and minerals run down a curved surface in a straight line over and over again.
This is wow.
And I've heard them call many things: angel wings, bat wings, elephant ears, ribbons. But my favorite is cave bacon because bacon is always good.
Amazing.
Had it this morning.
Yeah, bacon's never done me wrong. All right, as we move on to our next room, please use the handrail and watch your head and step.
The one thing she said to do, I didn't do. Watch your step.
Yeah.
This room is called the fracture room because of these formations you can see over here that are broken clean in two. And that happens because the cavern is alive. Underneath us is the Florida aquifer where we get our drinking water. As water levels raise and lower in the aquifer, that causes the cavern to move and shift. And that's how that we end up with a fracture like this. Now if you look behind that, you can see where there were other columns that have broken and sealed back up. All right, minerals you're going to see on the tour. The white, sparkly, is calcite or gypsum. It comes from seashells and bones. Okay, back over there. The dark brown is manganese. And then if you look in the ceiling, the reddish brown we have here is iron.
Hmm.
But this room was not always called the fracture room. It used to be called the Donald Duck room. Can anybody find the duck formation that gave the room its name?
Guys, I can't do everything for the class.
Hmm.
Geologist. You were
It's
looking
like that
at
one?
it. Yep, that's
Yeah.
it.
Oh wow.
He found it!
Nice.
It looks more like Daffy Duck than Donald Duck to me, but hey, it is a duck.
They named a whole cave over that one tiny
This room.
the
This
one
room.
room out of that one rock.
Yep, that's right. All right, we will move on to our next room. Please watch out for this formation right here. It is called the head knocker. 6 months ago, this was full of water. Today, it is dry.
Wow.
Any reason for that?
We haven't had enough rain.
Yeah, I think it's,
It sure does.
what's the one side?
That, first aid. Yeah.
It's really cool back there.
Yeah. Still looks like South America. It looks like a topographical map instead of. It's carbonic acid is what forms it. As rainwater trickles down through the topsoil, it picks up CO2 from decaying plants.
Okay.
That makes a mild carbonic acid.
Okay.
That's what drips down in here. As it dissolves the minerals at the bottom, it takes them and stacks them up on the edges. That's how you end
wow.
up with that look
Okay.
of a rimstone pool.
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Really interesting how just it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One things I can show you in this room. What is what?
Like the bead, it looks like sparkles on the ceiling.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. It's condensation because we're at 100% humidity.
Oh, that's why I'm sweating.
Yes. It's 67, but it is 100% humidity.
Wow.
If you look at the whole ceiling sparkling.
It does. I know I was like watching
And
it.
it's really dry right now. When the cavern's really wet, you ought to see how sparkly it is then. It's really something else.
Yeah.
And if you look right over here, guys, in the brightest part of my flashlight, you will see a shark's tooth in the ceiling.
Oh yeah?
That brown triangle.
Oh yeah.
You know what kind of shark it is?
I have heard lemon shark. Those are still native to the warm Florida waters.
Yeah, I've seen.
You ever find anything like prehistoric looking.
No, nothing ever in here. Mm-mm.
Huge bones.
No, nothing like that.
They just look a massive dinosaur skull down here.
No, we're missing that. All right, in this room, I can also turn out the lights. So if you've got a phone screen that's lit up, will you please darken it? If you've got a watch that lights up, will you cover it? All right, I'm gonna turn off in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Absolute darkness. Your eyes will never adjust to this.
I love it.
I'd like to take this moment to start talking about the Civilian Conservation Corps. They're the group of young men that actually explored, mapped out, and then excavated this cavern just for tours. Now, I have an LED flashlight. They had carbide lanterns with an open flame that
Oh,
they
wow.
put off this much light.
What?
But they had a good idea. They realized that the porcelain dinner bowls that they were eating out
That's
of
cool.
reflected light. So they started putting them in the ceilings wherever they hung their lanterns. I believe there are 64 of them in here, and yes, they are all original.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, as we move on to our next room, please watch out for this growing stalagmite right here on the left. So stay right, but watch your head, don't knock your noggin. Okay, got it. This is the only man-made passageway in the cavern, and if you look right here, you'll see a thermometer, and it reads at 67 year round.
That's cool. Oh, super cool.
All right, this room is called the waterfall room because of this lovely flowstone formation right here. And you can tell that water does actually run down the front of it because you can see these cascading rimstone pools below. But once again, in the 7 months I've been here, I have not seen any water running down the front of this. We have been so dry. We have not gotten enough rainfall here. Now, I tend to think of this anyway as the Star Wars room because that looks like Jabba the Hutt. Holding up his finger.
That's perfect.
This room has the highest concentration of seashells and fossils in the ceiling of any of the rooms on the tour. I'm going to give y'all just a minute to pull out your phone flashlights and check out the ceiling. You are welcome to walk over this way, but please be aware there's a hole in the corner over here. Y'all just stay out of the hole. Don't lose anybody.
You got it. Oh, there's a seashell in here. There's shells everywhere.
Yes,
How
there are.
cool.
This is the one that has the highest concentration of seashells.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's a mermaid scale.
That's crazy.
Right here is a sea urchin. It's up in that hole right there. Right there.
That thing?
Yep.
Like that rock thing?
Yep, looks like a stone. It's a sea urchin. You'll see an example of a tiered column. This forms when water and minerals didn't just run straight down the side. They got going in a spiral around it and made this beautiful formation. Can anybody remember what the white mineral is?
Calcium?
Calcite.
Oh,
But
calcite,
yes,
yeah.
very good. Coming from the seashells and bones. And I can tell you guys are loving our cavern. Well, our cavern loves you right back. There's its heart.
No.
And that was carved with water, did it? It was not carved out. You don't realize how much you do touch stuff until you suddenly can't.
Yeah. Couldn't handle it.
All right, as we move on to our next room, we're going to go through the Emerald Forest. There are 2 holes on the left side, so stay to your right. Watch out overhead for stalactites.
Crazy.
Let's go. Please, it's frozen.
Does anyone enter the new hall of Holland stuff?
It is 100% open on the tour.
Okay.
There are no secret passageways or anything like that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was like anyone who's done the actual cave surveys or like tried to.
That would be a question for the park ranger.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this room is called the Discovery Room because it was the original entrance into the cavern. Back up there in that corner, there's a pile of rocks and a sheet of corrugated metal there now, blocking it off. We had trouble with vandalism as far back as the 40s.
Wow.
So the whole cavern is shut down. People were coming in and breaking formations.
That's so messed up.
I know it is, as far back as the 40s.
That's so bad.
All right, y'all are going to get a history lesson in this room. In 1929, the stock market crashed and sent the United States into the Great Depression. In 1933, President Roosevelt started a program to make jobs for the people in the United States. He called it the New Deal. The job he made for young men ages 18 to 25 was the Civilian Conservation Corps. They're the group of young men that actually explored out, mapped, and excavated this cavern, was the Civilian Conservation Corps. That was created in 1933. In 1936, Florida happens to buy this piece of land, but they do not know that the cavern is here. So in 1937, they have a land surveyor working up top, and his name was Oliver Chalifet. Well, there was a bad storm one night, and it pulled down a big tree. Well, that tree's roots, when pulled up, exposed a hole in the ground back up there. And so like any self-respecting Florida man, he finds a hole in the ground. He's going to go in it and see what he can find. And so he finds this room. Boom, Florida knows how they're going to develop this piece of property now. So they bring in the Civilian Conservation Corps, and they work from 1938 to 1942 on the cavern. Now if you let me step over here, you look at the ceiling right here. Here is a lantern that is similar to what they would have used. It's not an original, but it is a carbide lantern, and it has an open flame. Now, if you've ever tried to walk anywhere carrying a lit candle, you know how easy it is for an open flame to get blown out. So what they did was they left this stalagmite in place, and they tied ropes to it, and then tied the rope to themselves. So as they were exploring off in both directions, if their light went out, they were always able to get them back to the entrance and exit room.
Wow.
Nice.
It is also called the Rock of Many Names because y'all remember how dark it was when I turned out the lights.
Yep.
It is dark in here even with the lights on. People walk over, trip over this guy, crack your head on the stalactite above, look down and call the rock many colorful names. So we call it the Rock of Many Names.
That's hilarious. I mean, like, not for them, but you know.
Yeah, I get it. All right, we will move on. So watch your head, watch your step, guys.
What do the buttons do? Are they just the lights?
So
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see that rock on the ground.
A lot of people don't, apparently.
I did not, but like, it was very big to see, and I did not see it. How you doing in that hoodie bag?
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Now, y'all may have noticed it felt a little fresher as you came into this room, and that is because there is an air vent in the ceiling. That is how creepy crawlies come and go, and that's also how bats come and go. We have tricolor bats that roost in this cave, and they are very small. They're 2 to 3 inches, so about the size of my thumb.
Aww.
But despite their small size, they can eat 5,000 mosquitoes in one day.
Wow.
So they are very good for the environment. Bats are also nighttime pollinators.
Really?
I didn't know that till recently.
I had no idea.
Yep, and we have lots of foods we eat are night blooming. Yep. So bats play a big part in the food chain too.
I bet you people don't know that.
Yep. And, well, you're on this tour to learn.
Absolutely.
All right, this room is called the Cathedral Room because of this formation over here. Some of those young men were old enough to have been in the tail end of World War I, so they'd been to Europe and they had seen the cathedrals that were over there, and they thought this reminded them of that. However, When I look at it, I see 2 gnomes and one's throwing a peace sign. Y'all see 2 garden gnomes now, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
And then over here we've got Hogwarts.
Okay.
And in this room I can serve you. We've got a cave turkey, lots and lots of cave carrots.
Oh
If you
yeah.
flip over this way, we are down south. I can serve you sweet potato pie with marshmallow. We will move on this way. Watch out for these stalactites, guys. Now, y'all have been great about following the first rule, which was
Don't touch anything.
don't touch anything. This column has been sacrificed to be touched.
Woohoo.
You can tell that it is dead. It's discolored from the oils on our hands touching it. And you can see how the water and minerals start at the top, scoot over this middle part, and just go straight to the bottom. So you are welcome to touch it. You can high five it. You can give it a big old hug, but you cannot lick it or kiss it.
Frick.
Please tell me people don't.
Hear that? You can touch it. No biting it.
Not many, but every now and then you got that one.
You got that one.
Wow.
Ooh.
Touch the butt.
I don't want to touch it.
Touch the butt.
I don't want to touch it.
Touch the butt.
You
All
want
right.
me to touch that?
I'll touch it. Whoa. Feels like ice in a way. Like the initial touch. Cause it's like hard and smooth.
Yep. So there were 214 men that did the work of the Civilian Conservation Corps down here, and they got the nickname the Gopher Gang. Now, as we go further into the cavern, y'all will have a little better idea of why they got called gophers. The cavern's really well excavated up to this point, with lots of room to move around, head space. Well, the rest of the cavern, not so much, and that's because 1942 happened. The United States entered into World War II, and they disbanded the Civilian Conservation Corps, and then drafted many of those same young men to fight World War II.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep, so the rest of the cavern got the nickname of the Catacombs. But I promise we have no dead bodies down here. No one has ever died down here. No one has ever lived down here. The Indians didn't even know this cavern was here.
Wow.
Alright, so as we move into the catacombs, you'll notice that it's, like I said, not as well excavated. So watch your head, watch your step, and follow me.
You guys all go in front of me.
Just looks so crazy. Oh wow. Nice low entrance. You got it.
And then if you look over here, guys, you'll see the original height of this room.
Wow.
Yep, so as they were exploring and they were beginning to excavate, they were belly crawling with a rope
Wow.
tied around your waist and a light that just might go out on you. Yep, they took everything out of here by hand. It was all done with hand tools and a bucket or a wheelbarrow. They built the museum and visitor center gift shop out of the limestone that came from in here, retaining walls around the park. The floor is powdered limestone mixed with clay. Yep, and for doing this, they got paid $1 per day for their efforts, or $30 a month.
Wow.
But according to the New Deal program, they had to send home 25 of those dollars to their families.
Wow.
So they only got to keep $5 for the month. But their food was provided, their housing was provided, their clothing was provided. So they didn't have a whole lot they had to spend their money on. To give you guys an idea of the value of it, in Jackson County at that time, you could buy an acre of land for $2.
Wow.
So they were not doing too shabby, especially for it being during the Great Depression.
Yeah.
However, I don't care how much you were paying me, I'm not sure I could do that. My light would go out and I'd be in a place like that and I'd just explode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd be the end of me. All right, as we move on through the catacombs, the ceiling is lowered.
Cool.
This is neat. where a shark swam before. Like, this is what the ocean looks like.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We are going into the round room next. And it's kind of single file, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you're going to see when we get in there. We'll take a small trail in, and then we go around the center of the room. Way back when Florida was underwater, a solution dome formed. That's basically a can't speak, whirlpool up against the ceiling.
Wow.
Weakened the ceiling, caused it to fall. But this was way back when Florida was still underwater. It wasn't any time recently. And you can tell by the age of the formations on top of it, this has been around for a long time. So, we will be single file. Just do your best to keep up. Watch your head and step, guys. Oh, you're fine. Yeah. We'll see little gnats every now and then in front of that light. We are really close to the surface in this room. If y'all look that way, as a matter of fact, that's a maintenance door that's old. Nobody uses it anymore, but that's the surface. Kids point out to me that this looks like Whoville from Dr. Seuss. If you look back at it from this side, you can kind of see how this is like a puzzle piece. Alrighty, I have had kids point out to me that this is Bigfoot's foot.
Yeah.
And had a temper tantrum, kicked the ground, and knocked off 2 toes.
Yeah.
And we're left with an imprint of Bigfoot's foot. And then over here, we have the chandelier. Does anybody
Ooh.
remember what the dark brown mineral is?
It was magnetite, right?
Nope, y'all are called manganese. Yep, it's all over this area. So you can go left, or you can go right, or y'all can play limbo under the middle. Whatever you do, watch your head and watch your step. The ceiling is lower till you get in the next room.
Really just walking around part of the cave.
So cool.
And if you look over there, there's a pretty cool little cave drapery. It looks like a snake skin on display. Even colored like one.
Has there been any parts of the cave that have collapsed recently?
No,
No.
not at all.
Nice. That's a good sign. It's crazy. It actually feels colder out here all of a sudden
It
than
does.
in the cave.
How many times have you been in?
Guys, I hope you liked the tour of the Florida caves. It was absolutely worth it. If you're in that area, we highly suggest it. It was fairly cheap too. I think it was only about $16 for an adult ticket and cheaper for kids and senior citizens, of course. Totally worth it. Super cool. And Jen was awesome. So if you are in the area, check it out. And if you want to check out other travel videos, click the link below and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.